Welcome back to our channel, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1960 D Lincoln penny, a humble coin that may be hiding some serious value. Believe it or not, some of these pennies could be worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. So, if you've got a 1960 D penny lying around, make sure you watch until the end, because you won't want to miss this. Now, let's uncover what makes the 1960 D penny so valuable and why collectors are paying top dollar for specific varieties. The Lincoln cent, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been in circulation since 1909. By 1960, the United States Mint was churning out billions of these pennies annually. The D on the 1960 D penny stands for the Denver Mint, where it was produced. But in that year, something special happened that has kept collectors and numismatists talking for decades. 1960 was an important year because the Mint released two distinct varieties of the Lincoln penny, the small date and large date versions. We'll break down the differences and why they matter in just a bit. But first, let's understand why errors and varieties make these coins potentially worth a fortune. Errors and varieties are what makes some 1960 D pennies highly desirable. So, what should you be looking for? The first and most significant variation is the small date and large date variety. The difference lies in the size and shape of the date on the coin. The small date version has a more compact appearance, while the large date is more stretched and prominent. To spot the difference, look closely at the 9 and the 0 in 1960. The small date has a thinner and higher 9, and the 0 appears smaller. Collectors are particularly interested in the small date variety because it was minted in fewer numbers, making it rarer. Another thing to watch out for is double die errors. Double die pennies have a doubled image, usually seen in the date or inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust. These errors occur when a die strikes the coin more than once but misaligns, creating a doubling effect. Some 1960 D pennies with clear doubling have fetched massive prices at auction, so keep an eye out for these. Repunched mint mark, or RPM, is another error that can significantly boost a coin's value. An RPM occurs when the D mint mark is stamped more than once in slightly different positions. A repunched mint mark can look like two overlapping or offset Ds. Collectors love RPM coins, and they can be incredibly valuable depending on the clarity and rarity of the error. One pristine example of an RPM 1960 D penny recently sold for thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk money. How much is a 1960 D penny worth today? The value of these coins depends on several factors: the variety, the condition, and the presence of any errors. For a standard 1960 D penny with no errors, the value is generally only a few cents. But if the coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth around $10 to $30 to the right buyer. Small date pennies in uncirculated condition can command higher prices. High-grade examples have sold for $50 to $100, and if you find one in a top-tier condition, like MS65 or better, the price could go up to $1,000 or more. If you have a 1960 D penny with a double die or a clear repunched mint mark, you're looking at serious money. Some of these error coins have sold for as much as $10,000 to $50,000 at auction. And the rarest, most pristine examples could even approach the six-figure mark. In fact, record-breaking sales have seen collectors pay over $100,000 for exceptionally rare error coins. While million-dollar sales are extremely rare, it's not impossible, especially if new varieties or discoveries come to light in the future. So, how can you find out if your 1960 D penny is worth a fortune? Here are some tips. Check for doubling on the date and lettering or any signs of a repunched mint mark. If you think you have a valuable error coin, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can increase the coin's market value significantly. And there you have it, the incredible world of the 1960 D Lincoln penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone with a penny jar at home, it's worth taking a closer look. Who knows? You might be sitting on a coin worth thousands or even millions of dollars. 1966 was a fascinating time in American history. The country was in the midst of cultural change, and even the world of coinage experienced major transitions. Following the coin shortages of the early 1960s, the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks temporarily to streamline production and reduce hoarding. As a result, pennies produced in 1966 have no mint mark, regardless of where they were minted. But how does that impact the value of these coins? And why are some of them potentially worth thousands, even millions of dollars? First, let's talk about the design. The 1966 Lincoln penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, we have the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But here's what makes the 1966 penny unique: the absence of a mint mark. Unlike other years, you won't find a D4 Denver or an S4 San Francisco beneath the date. So, what makes some 1966 pennies incredibly valuable, while others are just worth face value? The key factors include the coin's condition, errors or varieties, and of course, rarity. Let's break this down. The grade of a coin significantly affects its market value. A 1966 penny in heavily circulated condition might only be worth a few cents or a couple of dollars to a collector. But an uncirculated coin in mint state, graded MS-65 or higher, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Error coins are a huge deal in the world of numismatics. Imagine a 1966 penny with a double die obverse, where the text or Lincoln's profile is slightly doubled. Such an error can increase the coin's value exponentially. Or what about a striking error, like an off-center penny or one with a clipped planchet? These rare varieties are what collectors dream of. Now let's talk money. The average 1966 penny in circulated condition is typically worth about 1 to 5 cents, but those in mint state can be valued between $20 and $100. However, some extraordinary specimens have made headlines. For example, in pristine condition, with error features or in high-grade mint state, these pennies have been auctioned for thousands, and that's not an exaggeration. The most desirable 1966 pennies with rare errors have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and if you happen to find an ultra-rare variety, or one in perfect condition, it could be worth $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million. But why is that? Numismatists explaining rarity and collector demand. The value of these coins is driven by a combination of rarity, demand, and historical significance. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are well preserved or have unique errors that make them one of a kind. The story behind these coins also adds to their mystique. Tips on sorting through coin collections, using magnifying glasses, and sending coins for grading. So, how can you tell if your 1966 penny is worth a fortune? Start by examining it closely for signs of errors or wear. You can use a magnifying glass or a microscope to look for doubling or unusual features. If your coin appears to be in exceptional condition, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can confirm the value and make your coin more appealing to serious buyers. Narrator in front of a coin collection or showing a box of change. So, the next time you find a 1966 Lincoln penny in your change, don't dismiss it too quickly. Who knows, you might be holding a hidden treasure worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. And let us know in the comments, have you ever found a rare or valuable coin in your collection? We'd love to hear your stories. Subscribe button, animation, and social media links. 1981 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark. You won't believe how much this little copper coin can be worth. Stick around to find out if you have one of these valuable pennies in your collection or change. First, let's talk about what makes the 1981 Lincoln penny without a mint mark so unique. The penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The design has been a staple of the penny since 1909, but it's not the design that makes this particular penny valuable. It's the minting location, or rather, the lack of a mint mark. If your penny has no mint mark, that means it was minted in Philadelphia. But wait! there's more to the story. The 1981 Lincoln penny is special because it's the last year the United States Mint used 95% copper in the penny's composition. After 1982, pennies began to be made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating. This change in composition means that pre-1982 pennies are heavier and have a higher intrinsic metal value. So, we're not just talking about sentimental value. These pennies are, quite literally, worth more. Alright, now let's discuss what truly drives the value of the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark: its condition. Like all coins, the value increases as the condition improves. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state, MS-70. The higher the grade, the more money your penny could be worth. For example, a heavily circulated 1981 penny in good condition might only be worth its face value of 1 cent. But if you have a penny in near perfect condition, like MS-65 or higher, things get really exciting. Mint state coins are those that have no visible wear, full luster, and crisp, clear details. These pristine coins are where we start talking big money. Now, let's get into the numbers. What is the current market value of a high-grade 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark? According to recent sales, an MS-65 graded coin can sell for around $20 to $50. But that's not where the story ends. If your penny is in even better condition, like MS-67 or higher, prices can jump significantly. Some of these coins have fetched as much as $1,000 at auctions. Yes, you heard that right. And if you're lucky enough to have a penny that stands out for its exceptional quality, unique color, or any striking errors, the price can soar even higher. In fact, pennies with noticeable errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, can command even more money. So, we're not just talking hundreds here, we're talking thousands, and in some rare cases, potentially $1 million if the coin is a one-of-a-kind specimen. Alright, so how do you know if your 1981 Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to do. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the coin's details. Look for a clear, sharp image of Lincoln in full, well-defined letters. Keep an eye out for any minting errors like double strikes, die cracks, or off-center features. A copper penny from 1981 should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it weighs less, it could be a zinc penny, indicating a possible error. If you think you have a gem, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. This can dramatically increase the coin's value if it receives a high grade. So, do you have a hidden treasure in your change jar or coin collection? The 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be your ticket to an incredible payday, especially if it's in pristine condition or has a rare error. Remember, coin collecting is a game of patience and luck, but it's also incredibly rewarding. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories and market updates. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable penny or have one you're curious about. Who knows? Your coin might be worth a small fortune. 1987 D Lincoln penny. By the end of this video, you'll know what makes this particular penny special, how to identify valuable traits, and whether your penny might be worth thousands or even millions of dollars in today's market. So stay tuned. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1987 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, marked by the D below the date on the obverse, front, side of the coin. In 1987, the Denver Mint produced a staggering 4.5 billion of these pennies, which makes them seem pretty common at first glance. But don't let that huge number fool you. There are always exceptions to the rule, especially in coin collecting. Before we get into specific values, let's discuss what makes any coin valuable. There are 4 key factors: rarity, condition, or grade, errors, and historical significance. The rarity often depends on how many coins remain in perfect condition today. Condition, or the coin's grade, can drastically affect its price, especially if the penny is graded as MS-65 or higher by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. So, what are collectors looking for in a 1987 D Lincoln penny? The first thing is the condition. If you have a 1987 D penny that's shiny and has very few blemishes, it might be in what's known as mint state condition. Coins in this grade can fetch a significant premium. Even better, if it's graded MS67 or higher, you're talking about a very valuable piece. In 2024, a top-grade 1987 D penny has been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auction. Now, let's get into what could make your penny extraordinarily valuable: errors and die varieties. A double die obverse, for instance, is one of the most sought-after errors. It happens when the coin design is accidentally struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling of letters and numbers. Also, keep an eye out for off-center strikes, which occur when the coin is not perfectly aligned during the minting process. These types of errors can increase your penny's value exponentially. Can a 1987 D penny really be worth $1 million? The short answer is, it's very unlikely. However, there are scenarios where a rare error combined with a perfect mint state grade could bring in an extraordinary sum. Some collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for a unique specimen. But remember, the $1 million mark is generally reserved for exceptionally rare coins, like certain error pennies from earlier years or unique historical pieces. Here's how you can determine if your penny is worth more than 1 cent. First, inspect your coin closely under bright light or with a magnifying glass. Check for any unusual features, like doubling, misaligned designs, or die cracks. Then, consider the coin's condition. If you think your penny is in fantastic shape, it might be worth sending it to a grading service. Websites like PCGS, NGC, and auction platforms like Heritage Auctions can give you an idea of current market trends. In recent years, 1987 D Lincoln pennies in top mint state grades have been known to sell for impressive amounts. For example, in 2023, a high-grade specimen sold for over $3,000 at auction. While not quite $1 million, that's still a substantial return for a single penny. The market for rare coins is always changing, so keeping up to date on current sales trends is crucial if you think you have a valuable penny. Thinking of cashing in? There are several ways to sell your coin, from local coin shops to online auction platforms. But be cautious, get multiple opinions, and don't settle for the first offer you receive. If you're selling a high-value coin, consider working with a reputable auction house to ensure you get the best possible price. So, does your 1987 D Lincoln penny hold hidden value? Even if it doesn't make you a millionaire, the excitement of discovering a rare piece is part of the fun. Don't forget to check your coins carefully and consider getting expert advice if you think you've struck gold. If you enjoyed this video and want more content on coin collecting and rare finds, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. 1988 D Lincoln penny and thought it was just another ordinary coin? Well, think again. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1988 D penny and uncovering why some of these coins are worth, wait for it, millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions. Show a picture of the 1988 D Lincoln penny, highlighting the details such as the mint mark and the coin's design. First, let's talk a bit about the coin itself. The 1988 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, Colorado, and features the iconic design by Victor David Brenner. On the obverse, we have the bust of Abraham Lincoln, and on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial. Over 5.3 billion of these coins were minted that year, so how could any of them possibly be worth millions? The secret lies in a combination of factors: rare errors, minting anomalies, and pristine conditions. Let's break down exactly what makes a 1988 D Lincoln penny one of the most sought-after coins among collectors. A split screen showing a perfect 1988 D penny on the left and a penny with a potential error on the right. The biggest reason some of these coins are fetching sky-high prices is due to a fascinating minting error. Specifically, we're looking at the famous transitional error involving the reverse design. In 1988, most pennies featured the standard reverse design with the Lincoln Memorial. However, a small batch of pennies had a reverse design with the wide AM style, which wasn't supposed to appear until the following year, 1989. Highlight the AM and the word America on the reverse side of the coin. To check if your penny has this error, look at the word America on the reverse side. If the letters A and M are further apart than usual, congratulations, you might have a valuable coin on your hands. Show a grading chart from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. Of course, even if you find a coin with the wide AM error, the condition, or grade, of the penny plays a huge role in determining its worth. Coins graded as MS65 or higher are the ones that fetch top dollar at auctions. To achieve such a high grade, your penny needs to be free from scratches, blemishes, and other damage. Show examples of well-preserved versus damaged coins. So, if your penny looks like it just rolled off the minting press, you're in luck. Now let's talk numbers. In recent years, 1988 D pennies with the wide AM error and in excellent condition have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Some of these coins have fetched between $10,000 and $50,000 at auctions. And under the right circumstances, one could potentially break the $1 million mark if a pristine example with the rare error were to hit the market. Overlay text with recent sales figures and news headlines. Show a person examining a penny under a magnifying glass. So, how do you inspect your penny? Here's a simple step-by-step guide. Grab a high-powered magnifying glass or a coin microscope. Carefully examine the reverse side for the wide AM error. Check the overall condition of your penny and look for any major imperfections. If you think you've struck gold, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, for an official assessment. Show popular auction houses and online marketplaces, like Heritage Auctions, eBay, and coin shows. Ready to cash in? You can sell your valuable 1988 D Lincoln penny at major coin auctions, online marketplaces, or even at specialized coin shows. Just make sure you do your homework and consult with an expert to get the best price. So, there you have it. The 1988 D Lincoln penny might just be your golden ticket. Who knew a humble 1-cent piece could be worth so much? Be sure to check your coin jar and let us know in the comments if you find any rare gems. Fade out with an invitation to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more coin collecting content. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting, everyone! 1992 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. You may think, it's just another penny, but trust me, this little piece of history could be worth a lot more than you think. So stick around, and let's explore its current market value, why it's special, and how it could potentially be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right, millions. Transition with upbeat music. First, let's take a look at the basics. The 1992 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, hence the D Mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just another penny that rolled off the presses. But like all coins, its true worth comes down to its condition, rarity, and whether it has any unique errors or features. So, before we get into the juicy details, let's quickly discuss what makes the 1992 D Lincoln penny different from other pennies. 1992 was an eventful year in the US and around the world. The first of the major global events that year was the end of the Cold War, and in the coin world, 1992 marked a significant change. This was the year when the US Mint redesigned the packaging for pennies, making the production process slightly more streamlined. But for our penny specifically, nothing was drastically different about its design. You've still got the iconic Abraham Lincoln portrait, the "In God We Trust" slogan, and the words Liberty and 1992 around the edge. The reverse side features the traditional Union Shield design, which represents unity and protection. Now, here's where it gets interesting. While the 1992 D penny is, by and large, one of the most common coins in circulation, some have been known to fetch surprising prices. So what makes certain 1992 D pennies more valuable than others? First, let's talk about the difference between a standard 1992 D penny and the rare error coins that are worth significantly more. One of the most significant factors that can increase the value of a 1992 D penny is a rare minting error. The most famous of these is the double die obverse error. This error occurs when the die that stamps the coins is misaligned, causing the text and features to appear doubled. Collectors are always on the lookout for these double die pennies, as they are much rarer than a regular 1992 D penny. The doubled lettering on the obverse side, particularly in Liberty and In God We Trust, is a telltale sign. So, how much can you expect to make from a 1992 D double die obverse penny? Well, it all depends on the coin's condition. A well-preserved example of this era coin can be worth anywhere from $500 to $5,000 in today's market. Some collectors have even reported selling these era coins for as high as $10,000 at auctions. But wait, the highest recorded sale? That's right, a 1992 D double die obverse penny sold for over $100,000. Image of a high-end auction or coin gallery showing the coin's sale price. As of now, the 1992 D penny market is thriving. While regular 1992 D pennies still don't carry a huge premium, typically only worth 1 cent each, those with double die errors are highly sought after by coin collectors. Other rarities include coins with unusual wear patterns, misprints, or defects that might increase their worth. But the key takeaway here is that era coins are often worth exponentially more than their non-era counterparts. So, how can you spot a valuable 1992 D penny? Let's break it down. Look closely at the lettering and the date on the obverse side. If you notice any doubling, especially on Liberty or In God We Trust, then you've got yourself a possible treasure. Also, be sure to inspect the mint mark. It should be a clear D under the year 1992. Any signs of doubling on the mint mark itself can also be a clue that the coin is a rare error. Next up, we need to talk about coin grading. Like any valuable collectible, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its market value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest possible grade for a coin in mint condition. To maximize the potential value of your 1992 D penny, make sure it's carefully stored and handled. Coins that are graded MS60 or higher tend to command the highest prices, especially if they have a rare error. So, can a 1992 D penny really be worth millions? Well, while it's unlikely you'll find a 1992 D penny worth that kind of money every day, it's not entirely out of the question. A rare double die error in excellent condition could potentially reach into the hundreds of thousands at auction, though that's the extreme end of the market. In the world of rare coins, anything's possible. But remember, for the average 1992 D penny, you're looking at modest value unless you find an error or an exceptionally rare variant. To wrap it up, the 1992 D Lincoln penny is a great example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can have hidden potential. Whether it's a simple error or an exceptionally rare piece, knowing what to look for and how to care for your coins can help you uncover some serious value. Remember, always check your change and keep an eye out for those rare, valuable errors. Who knows, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and how to spot them, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, happy collecting! 1994 Lincoln penny that has left many collectors and coin enthusiasts scratching their heads. The 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny. This coin might just be sitting in your collection right now, and if you have one in good condition, it could be worth a lot of money. First, let's talk about the background of this coin. The 1994 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny was produced as part of the U.S. Mint's annual coinage series. The coin, like most modern pennies, features the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The 1994 penny was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, but today we're focusing on one particular variation, the 1994 penny with no mint mark. As you may know, most coins from the U.S. Mint have a mint mark, a small letter located on the coin, indicating where it was made. A D represents the Denver Mint, and a P represents the Philadelphia Mint. But here's where it gets interesting. Some 1994 pennies have no mint mark at all, and these are the coins that have become highly sought after by collectors. Cut to a close-up of several pennies, showing mint marks and highlighting the lack of a mint mark on the 1994 coin. Now you might be wondering why the 1994 no mint mark penny is so special. Well, it all comes down to a bit of a mistake, or should we say, a rare error that occurred during the minting process. The no mint mark penny is not an intentional design, but a result of the mint's operations in the 1990s. Some of these pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but were supposed to have the P Mint mark on them. But due to a variety of factors, including mechanical errors or miscommunications at the mint, some coins were struck without any mint mark at all. These unmarked pennies are incredibly rare, and that's why they've become valuable among collectors. Cut to a chart or graphic showing the potential prices of the 1994 no-mint mark penny based on condition. So, how much is a 1994 no-mint mark penny worth today? Well, it depends on the coin's condition. In general, a circulated 1994 no-mint mark penny, the kind you might find in your pocket change, is worth anywhere from 10 to 50 cents, slightly more than the face value. But here's where it gets exciting. If you happen to have a 1994 no-mint mark penny in uncirculated or mint state condition, you could be looking at a price range of several dollars. A gem-quality penny, or one that has been professionally graded, can be worth anywhere from $5 to $20, depending on the coin's condition. For pennies in exceptional condition, particularly those that are graded at MS65 or higher, values can increase even further, reaching upwards of $50 or more. But that's not all. Some rare examples of the 1994 no-mint mark penny have sold for much higher amounts at auctions, particularly if they're graded by professional numismatic services like PCGS or NGC. These coins can fetch a few $100s, depending on rarity and demand. Now you might be asking, could this coin really be worth $1 million? While it's highly unlikely that a 1994 no-mint mark penny will ever hit the $1 million mark, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility. To put things into perspective, most coins that hit the $1 million price point are either extremely rare or have some significant historical significance, such as coins from the early 1800s. However, as more people become interested in rare and uncirculated coins, the demand for high-quality examples of the 1994 no-mint mark penny could drive prices up significantly in the future. Cut to a graphic showing the upward trend in rare coin values over time. So, while we can't promise $1 million payday for your 1994 no-mint mark penny, the value could certainly appreciate over time, especially if demand among collectors continues to rise. Cut to a tutorial-style segment showing how to identify the 1994 no-mint mark penny. Now that we've talked about the value, let's go over how you can identify a 1994 no-mint mark penny. The key thing to look for is the absence of the D or P mint mark on the reverse side, just below the United States of America inscription. The P mint mark is the most common mint mark for 1994 pennies struck in Philadelphia, so if you don't see anything there, you may have a rare coin. Be sure to inspect the overall condition of the coin as well. The more pristine the penny, the higher the potential value. And always remember, coins that are in original, uncirculated condition are the ones that are most valuable to collectors. So, there you have it, the 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. While it may not be worth $1 million today, it's still an incredibly valuable find, and its worth could continue to grow as demand increases. If you have one of these coins, it might just be time to take it out of your collection and see if it's worth more than you thought. Before you go, make sure to check your change jars, coin rolls, or old coin collections. You never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for more exciting coin finds. 2000 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin, once just a part of everyday change, has sparked curiosity among collectors for its rarity and its potential worth in the market today. Could this penny be worth millions? Stick around as we explore the fascinating history, rarity, and current market value of this unique coin. Before we get into the details, let's take a moment to understand what makes this coin so special. The 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was struck during a year of some confusion at the U.S. Mint. Most coins produced in the U.S. have a mint mark, either in D4 Denver or in S4 San Francisco, indicating where the coin was minted. However, the 2000 Lincoln penny is notable for a mysterious and significant lack of a mint mark, leaving collectors to wonder if this error could be the key to something valuable. The front of the 2000 Lincoln penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner, which has graced the U.S. penny since 1909. The reverse side shows the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial, which was used until 2009 when it was replaced with a new design. Now, here's where things get interesting. In the year 2000, most pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where the P Mint mark would typically be seen. However, some collectors and coin experts believe that a small number of 2000 pennies were accidentally struck at the Philadelphia Mint without the P Mint mark. Why is this important? Well, the absence of the mint mark on these pennies is considered an anomaly. It's thought that these no mint mark pennies were mistakenly produced due to a failure in the minting process. The Philadelphia Mint typically places its P Mint mark on pennies, but these coins slip through the cracks, making them extremely rare. Now you may be wondering, how much is this rare coin worth? Currently, the 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on its condition. A well-worn example might fetch $10 to $50, while coins in uncirculated or mint condition could be worth several $100s. But hold on, here's where things get really exciting. Some experts believe that a few exceptional examples of the 2000 no mint mark penny could potentially be worth much more. In fact, certain high-grade versions of this coin have been speculated to fetch anywhere from $1,000 to over $10,000 at auction. And what about the possibility of this penny being worth $1 million? While it might sound like a stretch, let's talk about the potential for a coin to achieve such a remarkable value. Coins like this one, due to their rarity and unique era, could very well be sought after by collectors willing to pay top dollar for a rare piece of American history. The key to understanding this value lies in a few factors. First, the rarity of the coin. The 2000 no mint mark penny is extremely hard to find, especially in good condition. Second, the demand for such a coin from collectors. As more people become aware of this unique era, the competition to own one increases, driving up prices. If you think you might have one of these rare 2000 no mint mark pennies, there's a way to find out for sure. Coins are graded based on their condition, and grading can make a huge difference in their value. A coin graded as mint state or proof will fetch much more than one with significant wear and tear. For a coin like this, a high-grade example could potentially be worth thousands of dollars. So, how can you check if you have one of these elusive coins? First, take a look at your penny under good lighting. Make sure to examine the date and the overall condition of the coin. If there's no mint mark and the coin looks like it's been well preserved, you might want to have it professionally graded. Many collectors have made a fortune by discovering rare coins like this one, and it's not just about luck. Research, knowledge, and patience are key when it comes to collecting valuable coins. If you come across a 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny in your change or while searching through your collection, don't dismiss it as just another penny. It could be worth a lot more than you think. To wrap things up, the 2000 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a unique and rare coin with the potential to become incredibly valuable. While most of these pennies are worth only a few dollars, the right specimen could fetch thousands, or even millions, in the right market. If you found this video interesting and informative, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin-related content, and share this with fellow collectors. And remember, if you think you've got a valuable coin in your hands, always do your research and consider getting it professionally graded. Who knows, you might be sitting on a gold mine. 2017 P. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, exploring its current market value, and how it could potentially be worth millions. Stick around because this is a coin you definitely don't want to overlook. Let's start with the basics. The 2017 P. Abraham Lincoln penny is part of a regular mint run produced by the United States Mint. It features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse shows the Union Shield, which symbolizes the strength and unity of the nation. But there's something special about the 2017 P. In fact, there are a few key reasons why this penny is gaining attention in the coin collecting world. In 2017, something monumental happened. For the first time in history, the U.S. Mint placed the P Mint mark on the penny, indicating it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While the P Mint mark had been used on other denominations, this was the first time it appeared on the 1-cent coin. This small detail caught the attention of collectors and enthusiasts all over the country, making the 2017 P penny a highly sought-after coin. Now you might be wondering, why is this penny so special, and what makes it worth more than face value? Well, it's not just about the mint mark. There are a few key reasons behind the rising value of the 2017 P Lincoln penny. Firstly, this coin has historical significance. The fact that it was the first ever penny to bear the P Mint mark adds to its rarity. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with unique features, and this penny definitely checks that box. Moreover, the 2017 P penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, which is always popular among collectors due to its rich history. The Lincoln cent series has been in circulation since 1909, and over the years, several key pennies have become highly valuable. The 2017 P is expected to join this group of iconic coins because of its historical impact and unique characteristics. So, what's the current market value of the 2017 P Lincoln penny? Well, like many rare coins, its value can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and demand. A circulated 2017 P penny, in average condition, is worth roughly its face value of 1 cent, but that's not where the excitement ends. Uncirculated or mint-state 2017 P pennies can fetch anywhere from $1 to $5, depending on their condition. But here's where things get interesting. Certain 2017 P pennies, especially those with rare die varieties or those in near-perfect condition, could potentially be worth even more. There are reports of uncirculated 2017 P pennies being sold for upwards of $10 or even $20. But if you find one with an error or in perfect, gem-quality condition, the value could skyrocket. Certain rare varieties or errors could see this coin fetching several $100s or more. But here's where it gets really exciting. While most 2017 P pennies are worth a few dollars, there's a real chance that some of these coins, if they're in exceptional condition or have specific error features, could end up being worth $1 million, or even more. What makes this possible? Well, error coins, like those with double strikes, off-center strikes, or misprints, can command extremely high prices. If you happen to find a 2017 P penny with a rare error, there's a chance it could become a jackpot coin. For instance, a coin like the famous 1943 copper penny, which was mistakenly struck in copper instead of steel, is now worth millions. Similarly, a 2017 P penny with an unexpected error or unique feature could make headlines, sending its value into the stratosphere. Imagine finding a penny that was accidentally struck with 2 different dies, or maybe even one that was improperly minted with the wrong details. Coins like this can become legendary and extremely valuable. Now, if you're thinking about checking your change for a valuable 2017 P penny, here are a few things to look for that could increase the coin's value. Double strikes, off-center strikes, and other minting flaws are key to finding a valuable penny. Check for uncirculated condition. A coin in mint state, free from wear and scratches, is worth much more than a used one. If you find a penny that seems to be in perfect condition or has a rare error, consider getting it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. This can significantly increase its market value. To wrap things up, while the 2017 P Abraham Lincoln penny isn't worth $1 million yet, its unique characteristics and potential for error make it one of the most exciting coins to watch. If you're a collector or just starting to learn about coins, the 2017 P penny could be your ticket to a future treasure. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare, valuable penny that could change your life. So keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? That humble 2017 P penny in your pocket could one day be worth millions.